The rich woman grabbed a handful of sand and hurled it at the poor young man. But he wasn't about to put up with her nonsense. He slapped her hard across the face. Instead of waking up, she only got worse. What followed was another slap. This woman thought that just because she had money, she could do whatever she wanted, even stranded on a deserted island. But with this young man, she was repeatedly humiliated. What she once took pride in had become the biggest joke. The man then pulled off his pants and smacked her across the face with them, forcing her to earn her food through labor. At first, she resisted, but her body betrayed her. She angrily washed all the clothes, and in the end, she got her reward, a meal of fish. When the young man stood up to go rest in his hut, the exhausted woman tried to follow, but before she could step through the door, it was slammed shut in her face. Just when she thought she had a place to rest, she was locked out. Angry, she began cursing again. But before long, the man opened the door only to give her another slap. With no other choice, the woman curled up outside and spent the night alone. From then on, if the woman wanted to eat, she had to cook and wash clothes every day. If she didn't do it well, the young man would beat her. And on this island, as the only woman, she was also forced to perform for him in her free time. Whenever that happened, the young man would close his eyes, recalling her once glorious identity. But here, she was nothing more than his servant. As days passed, the man began to treat her like his personal possession. One day, darker thoughts took over. He forced himself on her. Strangely, the woman didn't blame him afterward. Instead, she developed feelings for him. Even the laundry she once hated, she now did willingly for his sake. She even began to perform on her own to please him. Their relationship had completely transformed. Then one day, after gathering firewood, the woman spotted a small boat. At first, she trembled with excitement, ready to cry out for help, but suddenly, she hesitated. Hiding behind a rock, she decided she wanted to stay here forever with the young man. The next morning, the man awoke to see a yacht anchored offshore. He glanced at the woman, and from her eyes, he could guess the truth. To test if her love was real, he decided to call for help. But before he could, the woman stopped him. She begged him not to leave, that she wanted them to remain hidden on the island. For the first time, she felt true freedom and love, but the man knew he couldn't selfishly trap her here. Without hesitation, he ran toward the yacht, stripped off his clothes, and waved desperately. Soon, a wealthy man appeared, holding his wife in his arms, overjoyed to see she had survived. As the young man passed by them, the woman buried her face in her husband's chest, stealing one last complicated glance at the youth. In that moment, the young man understood. There would always be an unbridgeable gap between them. Though the rich man promised him a generous reward, the young man felt no joy. Hands shoved deep in his pockets, he walked away alone in silence.